Welcome to module 2. This is about money management. Sorry, we shall look at four key areas about money management, and these are understanding income and expenses, creating and managing a budget, understanding needs and wants and the difference, then finally, effective spending strategies. So let's get started. So there, there are two types of income. We have got income that you earn, referred to as earned income, and then there's income that's unearned, not hardly, not worked for it physically. So, as we mentioned earlier, we said that income is the money that you earn from various resources, money that comes into your pocket. So there are two main types of income, as I mentioned: earned income and unearned income. So earned income comes from working, literally working. This can be salaries or wages. And earned income, this includes money or income that you earn from investments, from things like dividends, from things like rental income. Let's, for example, let me just break that down. When you wake up every morning and go to work, and at the end of the month you get paid, that's the earned income, that's a salary. If you are employed for full time, if you're employed partially, then that will be a wage, the money that you get paid at the end of every day. But when you have some money and you put it in an investment account, or you buy rental income, or sorry, or you buy rentals, or you build rentals, and over time, from time to time again, that money earns you interest, gives you an income. That is an earned income. There are fixed and variable expenses. Let us look at them now. When you talk about fixed expenses, these are those expenses that are recurring. They'll be there this month, they'll be there the following month, they'll be there each and every month to come. For example, rent, mortgage payment, they remain constant each and every month. Therefore, the word fixed. Variable expenses, these are expenses on things like groceries, entertainment, clothing, and essentially this one varies from time to time again. So it's important for you to differentiate between fixed income and variable income, for you to know where are you allocating money and how much are you allocating, and are there adjustments that you can make between the two. How do you create and manage a budget? Now, let's start by looking at what is a budget. So a budget is a tool. A budget is a financial plan, a tool which basically outlines your income and your expenses over a specific period of time, usually monthly. The others that have it on a weekly basis. So a budget will essentially provide you with a clear overview of your financial situation, and it will help you allocate funds for different purposes and basically guides your spending. So, how do you create a budget? These are steps to creating an effective budget. Gather your income information. Have a sheet of how, or have a breakdown of how much money are you collecting from your various sources. Remember, we talked about earned income and unearned income. So, have a list of all your sources of income. Then list your expenses. So categorize your expenses into fixed expenses and variable expenses. Then set financial goals. So define your financial objectives, such as what do you want to do this particular month? Are you saving for emergencies? Are you paying off your debt? Then follow on by allocating your funds. So assign a portion of your income to each expense category and goal. This particular amount of money will go to clearing this debt. This particular amount of money will go to paying this particular bills. Then track regularly, track and adjust. A budget is not cast on stone. It's not that once you have a budget, now everything will have to be very strict. Constantly keep adjusting to see what worked for you, what didn't work for you, and how you can adjust it accordingly, according to your income and according to how your expenses work. How do you creating and managing a budget, balancing income and expenses? So the goal of a budget, the goal of budgeting is to balance your income and your expense so that you do not end up having more expenses as compared to your income. So this ensures that your spending limits, your spending aligns with your financial goals. So balancing both income and expenses will help you to avoid overspending and save for future and invest for the future and basically live within your means. Let's look at needs and wants. What are needs and wants, and what is the difference between them? So understanding the difference between needs and wants is essential because there are those things that are critical for your survival and those things that are not very critical, essential for your survival. So knowing the distinction between the two will enable you to know where you allocate more money and where you allocate mm, uh, some money that's not very essential for you. So needs are essential items required for survival, such as food, shelter, and clothing. Wants, on the other side, these are just items that enhances your quality of life, but are not very essential, and we can actually do without. So distinguishing between these two, as I mentioned, is crucial for effective money management. So, but why should you prioritize? Importance of prioritizing your needs. So when you prioritize your needs, it ensures that you allocate your funds to the essential expenses before spending on wants. We mentioned that needs are essential. So it's paramount that you allocate money to your essential needs like food and rent before allocating your money to other luxuries like entertainment, like purchasing gadgets, like going out, and all those other luxury ones. What are some of these are some of the effective spending strategies? So when you're spending money, you don't use it anyhowly. So strategies for smart spending. What's smart spending? Smart spending involves making intentional choices about how you use your money. So consider adopting strategies such as setting spending limits so that you don't exceed a particular amount of money, prioritizing purchases based on value, and evaluating whether an expense aligns with your goals and whether an expense aligns with your objective. Comparison shopping. Before shopping, it's essential that you do a comparison and know how how is that particular item, how much is it going for in shop A, how much is it going for in shop B. So comparison shopping involves researching, doing due diligence, and comparing products or services before making a purchase. So these practices will help you find the best deals and avoid overspending and make more informed financial decisions when you are spending. What is impulse buying? Impulse buying occurs when you make purchases on a whim, on your instincts, but basically often without long-term consequences on how much it will affect your budget, on how much it will strain you financially. So it's essential that you avoid impulse buying so that your finances are not strained in future. And so with impulse buying, having done impulse buying, that marks the end of our module 2. Our module 3 will be about saving and investing. I'm excited for that particular module. So thank you for sticking for watching and I'll see you in our next module about saving and investing. Bye bye for now.